space bars. All right, we're going to get into this. The second semifinal, the last semifinal, we will see who goes against Telrosk Me for the money.
For the money.
See, oh, there he is. Elmo in town. Elmo and Freya. We don't see
what is this?
Oh, 2 Freyas.
There's 2 of them.
It's a mess.
It's just Freyas everywhere. All right, let's see how this game starts out. Elmo tries to get the Chaos Grip, but instead whiffs and gets a little bit of damage put on him. And meanwhile, Ashka is going to be the range character of choice for MyConviction.
We're going to see Little Master in his enemy's territory, but they will not get that orb. It's actually going to go to MyCon. Now we're going to see Esmo trying to put the pressure on the other shorty. Oh, gets the stun on, getting some damage, but now he's going to get petrified. He's going to get hit by a lot. Has the Arcane Barrier. He does not have his space bar up. He is stuck in. It just comes up. He gets out just in time, but now they're staying inside. Oh, there we go. Godolph going down. Esmo to be next. And last, Freya will go down. She's trying to get as much damage as she can. But goodbye, Thunder God. Ah!
By far, justifying why Ashka is such a great pick. Comes in with the ultimate, is able to catch 2, CCs them up, and because Elmo was so low on health, Lucy had to spend healing, making sure that Elmo didn't get popped, and then couldn't heal herself, and then Godolph got popped as well. So, such a big threat. Ashka ultimate is one of the best 3v3 ultimates there is, and I think it's tough. Elmo is not the tankiest of characters, right? Esmo has a lot
Very
of problems.
far from it, actually.
He has 2 jumps, which is actually pretty good, but it's kind of like a Croak without any extra mobility. After you're done with those 2 jumps, you have the Arcane Barrier, but you can still get backstabbed, and there he already spends it, and here, when he spends his second space...
Oh, he can't get the second one, though, because the panic
he's actually just going to get railed by Freya right now.
Oh, the railing is ensuing. Oh, man, the train!
Oh, man, and finally does he get out of that, but he's already down to 20% health.
Good
and they're still coming at him. The barrier, everything, the Arcane Barrier too, and now he's gonna jump away. And I don't think it's worth it to chase him at this point. Oh no, but actually Ashka gets behind.
There. Oh, used to shift that moment, he didn't get anything out of it. He tried to turn around, flailing around. We're gonna see it burrowing through the barrier. The Ashgold Uncle Paul dishing it out, and now again,
positioning by Uncle Paul was key there. It wouldn't be worth it to chase through the 2 opponents to try to get to Elmo at that situation, but because Uncle Paul was already flanking, was able to come up right behind and activate fireballs, and then just no way to Arcane Barrier, didn't have your mobility, had to use a flamethrower, had to use that life drain, and just could not sustain enough health. Elmo gets teamed up on.
Seems like they're just keeping their eyes on him. The moment he shows any kind of weakness, any kind of opening, they're taking the jabs they need. Left, right hook, uppercut, whatever they have to do to try and lock him down and take him out, because he does dish out just unresponsive amounts of damage. It's really hard to counter with the amount of, even his M1, once it gets charged up, one of the, pretty much I think the highest potential bursts as far as M1's go when it's fully charged. Even Jade are close. I don't have the numbers calculated in my head,
the M1s for Elmo do 6 apiece as opposed to 4 apiece for Jade. 6 apiece, and he has 5 charges. And he can gain extra charges if he absorbs attacks with his Arcane Barrier, or if he uses EX Shield and it pops, it gives him 10 straight up. So 10 of 6, 60 damage, not bad. And if you put down the Tombstone and it mirrors your attacks, you can do up to 50 damage. I think the Tombstone does 4 apiece. 5 shots of 10 damage. 50 damage if you use your R.
Look, check out that math. Wrecked. All right, but now we're going to see, trying to get surrounded. They're trying to surround MyCon. Don't know if it's going to work out. We get the stun on Freya now. Uncle Paul and Rainler trying to take out Freya while she has the chance, but we're going to see Esmo getting chased down yet again. Take a look at that. We're going to see Ashka get the petrify on, but he gets panicked, not able to result much out of it. Rainler has to try and take the damage off him, but Esmo's going to get behind him, gets the stun, followed by an entire...
Here comes Uncle Paul, though!
Oh!
Nice, the deadly injection will close it out, and Uncle Paul again with good key positioning. He's so aggressive and knows he can win out those duels against Elmo, and so he's just gonna play aggressive. Oh, the Thunder Strike on top of the Ashka ultimate. The timing was a little bit off, and now we're gonna see a situation where MyConviction is just gonna close it out 3v2.
Xanox used his E to get out of the ultimate, timing it perfectly. Now we're gonna see him just try and lay enough damage. Oh, the counter doesn't matter. You can't get away from the AoE. And now, Godolph. Sorry, buddy.
You're done. 3-0. MyCon prepare to die.
As Baco would say, you're done. There you go. That was great. Good timing. Look at us. We've been practicing.
High fives.
That will easily go to MyConviction. They are not prepared to die just yet. But
yeah, they are not. I mean, it looks like the flip side is going to be the case. MyCon prepared to die seems to I think they need a roster swap. I think not a roster swap. They need a champion.
Team comp swap.
Yeah,
It's not working out for him.
Nope.
It's going to be really hard for him to do a whole lot with that one. Mostly because they're doing a great job of just keeping track of his cooldowns and just going down on him. He doesn't have a lot of peel, so no one's really able to protect him. Stop that.
He keeps sliding down my face. I'm sorry. I
can't do it. I'm going to try and put shades on next time. When we come
what
back,
I should do is adjust my glasses from behind.
I'll have sunglasses. Oh, that looks even weirder. Don't do that. It looks like, hey guys, hold on. I'm just doing something really casual really quick. Going to adjust my glasses so no one can see me be a dweeb.
That's a good word.
Dweeb?
I've never felt that a word described me better than that.
I mean, it's funny because, like, there are certain words that should be insulting but really aren't, right? Like, call me a nerd, that's cool, right? Like, I'm not insulted, right? But, like, it also depends what you say before. Like, call me a dirty nerd. Now I'm insulted,
Smelly
right?
nerd?
It's the adjective that really sells and pushes the insult, you know?
The language is a beautiful thing.
It really is.
It can also be very devastating.
Sticks and stones, baby.
May break my bones, but words will hurt me in the soul.
Oh no, your childhood must have been a mess. I'm so sorry. I'm bringing up all these horrible memories. I'm expecting to see some champ swaps, mostly because that really was just a 3-0 sweep in the definition of it. I don't think anyone from MyCon got even taken out a single time. I think it was a full 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
You might be right.
I might be right.
They were just 3-0ing.
I don't know much about the game, but I do know when people die. It's pretty apparent.
Pretty apparent. They go, ah, and there's a slow-mo.
Yeah, they say something cool as they go down, you know?
The sun fades.
The sun fades.
Oh, sunlight fades. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, we're going to get into this. This is the second map of the semifinals. We're going to see who goes against Telrosk Me.
Interesting. They actually picked... This is one of the first times we're going to see a ranged comp being used. They've got Paresh. They've got Taya. They're going to Australia. They're throwing boomerangs. They're just having a great time.
What I call the Rang Slanger.
The
Rang Slanger with Varish. This is actually going to be really weird. 3 people with almost no mobility. I don't know if this was the best choice.
They're never going to go anywhere.
I do not know if this was the best choice.
We'll call this the battleship competition.
The struggle bus.
The struggle bus?
The struggle bus is at the bus stop, and we're going to see if they board it.
But what if it's really effective at putting it? What if they're just going to plant themselves in the center of the map and just start shooting out damage? That's why I like Battleship a bit better. They're just sitting there and they're laying into their opponents, just shooting off damage. We'll see. I'm excited. Show me the money.
I mean, I hope they can pull it off. Honestly, prove my knowledge wrong. Let me know that you can actually deal with this. They're going to have to support each other quite well, though. They're going to have to use a lot of organization. Already going in on Varus, they know. Oh, the double shield, though, they weren't able to tear through, so it might have been a little bit of a waste. We're going to see Xanox try and get some static on everybody. His counter goes to waste. Taya trying to lay the far damage. They're actually doing a great job. As you said, standing in the middle, planting themselves and dishing out the damage. But the counter, Little Toaster.
Use the teleport to get back. He's about to get stunned. And there it is.
The ultimate. Oh, but he misses the first one.
Oh, God.
Oh, his energy just spilled out all over the floor. But the ultimate coming out. It's going to get one. His counter. Oh, the counter didn't work, but his barrier kept through. And somehow
Battleship
ball goes down. Oh, man, making me look like a fool.
What an X-Boomerang. Rattler. There's just so much damage. He's just sitting there. This is looking like yesterday when they're just clicking desktop icons.
Just hunting them down. My God.
I swear they took their left hand off the keyboard and just used the mouse. And we're literally just moving the mouse and clicking away.
Turrets, little turrets they were.
Little turrets, they don't care. Hey, no mobility, whatever. We're just gonna stand here and shoot you to death.
So I made a mistake.
Uh-huh.
Well, it was a fun mistake. I called Little Master Little Toaster. So from now on, I'm sorry, buddy, but you are now going to be dubbed Little Toaster. I think it's a great name. Not that I think Little Master's a bad name. I just think Little Toaster fits the setting a little bit more of this broadcast. As you know, we're silly men.
Silly little men. Little Master. Wow, I want to see more of this Varesh Taya. Convince me. Show me more.
It's actually doing really well. Surprisingly, they're not getting a lot of damage. So tanky Varish, just standing there taking everything he can. He's getting the debuffs when he can. He's getting healed up.
Oh, nice reaction from Uncle Paul.
Woo!
Really good there.
They're grouped up in the middle now, though. Oh, Little Toaster getting railed right now. It's going to be pretty tough. Oh, but the counter pulling everybody back in. That actually might help them. They like to group up. As you said, Battleship. Oh, Little Toaster takes it to the face.
Energy is actually building up big for Little Master, and he's about to be able to use his ultimate. This time he needs to not whiff. He's trying. He's going for it at Rattler. No, he uses the next charge to get out of there, and I think that might have been smart.
Oh, the pull followed by the X boomerang, followed by everything else. Keepo just used everything he had, but Randler's gonna just take all the damage. The debuff is on him as well.
Needs to post up in this spine right here with Godov, and if they can survive, here comes Piggy! Watch out, Randler!
The panic, the Piggy will go wasted. Fantastic job of getting the panic and then running away, wasting the entire Piggy.
And now there's only a resource on Godov. They can actually do it. I mean, look how low the health of MyConviction Keepo is. I cannot tell you how fantastic it is that this composition can do so much damage even in the face of so much pressure coming in on them. Watch out! What? Little Master! He's gonna get tornado. This is so good.
Why didn't they start with this? This is great.
This is so good.
You're doing such a great job, and honestly,
I am so delighted right now.
My tiny brain's having a hard time processing exactly what's happening and why. Maybe your larger brain can help me.
Lightmaster, Keepo, and Godov. Now the big thing is...
Lightmaster, we just can't get his name right. Little Toaster's his actual name, buddy.
Light Toaster, Little Master. I mean, the way they're situating themselves, Keepo plays out to the side, and then we have Godov and Little Master posting up, right? They're going to hold the middle, they're going to hold the ground, and that's going to be where most of the attention is because Keepo is just going to kite away whenever pressure comes down his way. And so what ends up happening is Godov and Little Master will be cycling cooldowns to make sure that they're staying alive and avoiding damage, and they don't care if they take a little bit of chip as long as they're landing shots themselves, and Little Master is able to answer back in a big way. 614 damage on his own side, only rivaled by Uncle Paul at 740, and the big thing to note is any damage that's being done onto Little Master and Godov, the double barriers, they've got Lucy Bear, they've got Varesh barrier, and then they have the counter, they have the teleport, they have the fear, they have a lot of different options to help assist them, and at the end there you even saw Taya using the tornado to help Little Master, and so they actually are pretty good at holding position and throwing out damage onto their opponents, and look, already working on Randler.
They do, I mean, as we know, they don't have much mobility, so they just stick together in a group, form a slight little triangle. Oh, the wasted counter though, Little Toaster might be in danger, but all the debuffs are laid down right now. We're gonna see Tide come in, just missing the pull, but Randler has to use his roll for it, and they know that he is vulnerable. The panic into the wall, Freya, you can't walk through that.
I mean, look at Little Master, he's just using right click.
Oh no, missed another ultimate, but it doesn't matter. He will go down.
So much damage.
A tiny bit too late, another counter to waste, but it really doesn't matter. 70% health pool to 37. There is the goo. Xanox wanted to ult for that orb, and there you will go.
I mean, Little Master has, I think he's only used like 3 left clicks in the duration of that whole round. Other than that, hey, you know what? I'm just going to start using my right clicks. Big problem with that, I can't move. Not a problem anymore because I have my teammates to help me out. He was literally just spinning around, using right clicks, doing huge amounts of damage. I'm going to do some damage to you. I'm going to turn around and do some damage to you over there. And now I'm going to kill Ashka. Well, 3-0.
Reverse sweeping the reverse sweep. Looks like MyCon might have to be prepared to die for this.
Uh-oh.
That was fantastic, actually.
Ooh, yes.
My shoulder hurts.
Varesh, please win a tournament.
I mean, honestly, we always talk about him a lot when it comes down to it. His mobility is terrifying because you really can't control your counter. Depends on who hits you. You have your R, but you need energy, which is exactly the problem with Taya. She needs her R as well for energy, but she does have her haste. So for her, it's key for positioning as well as Varesh. But the double debuff.
Double debuff is
M1
so good.
And M2. If he has them both on you, you do 15% less damage, you take 15% less heals, and you take 15% more damage.
So good.
He just puts that on everybody. As you saw, he was just M2ing all over the place, getting some 360s, having some fun, didn't need to move much. He's got shields to protect him, quite a bit of defense on his end, and he just makes everybody a little bit worse on their opponent's side. So we're going to take a look at a quick little replay from that match. It's actually going to be round 2, Varesh R into Lucy, and flicking the debuff. We don't see a whole lot of it, but boom, gets that silence. She's now stuck. And then he also uses an EX. Check that out. He used an EX or M2
now
to
watch
put the
this
debuff on there
synergy right
again.
here. The tornado comes up. So excellent.
As she's killing Freya, she's like, oh, wait, you're in danger. I'm still just going to cast this. I'm doing everything else. But it's that quick EX M2. For Varesh, it puts both debuffs on you. There's a negligible cast time. He just throws it almost immediately. He doesn't slow down like he does normally or stop moving for his M2. So really effective at getting that debuff really quickly. So he procced it with his R on Lucy and then put another one right on her just to keep wailing.
I like it. I want to see more. Show me more Varesh. Now, is there going to be a team composition change for Xanox, Uncle Paul, and Randler? I know that they play a wider variety of characters, and it certainly looked like Varesh, Taya, Lucy was tough for them to stop.
I don't know if they're going to change. I think that you might just have to deal with the tactic of the 3 of them. Maybe pull Verish out with his counter, potentially, and then maybe wail on him, but then they're going to chase down. Maybe try and get orb control. We didn't see a lot of fighting for orbs. The orbs were just kind of there, and people fought for them when they were nearby. So not a lot of that mid-range things where sometimes the teams will split up, somebody stays in the middle. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I genuinely am admitting I have no idea.
No clue.
No, not a clue.
No idea. And this is going to be deciding who moves on to the finals. They're trying to play for money now. If you get into the finals, you're guaranteed at least $100. And we're waiting to see who will fight Telrosk Me. Favorites. Will they be dethroned?
MyCon or MyCon prepared to die. They've each taken a single map going into the final map of the semifinals. First one of 3 points will take this and move on to play against Telrosk Me and play for the money. So let's actually just get right into the fray. Let's check it out. They are in the map. They are ready to play. And we do see a slight difference. Freya replaced
by Rukhan.
And
It's going to give them some interesting, because I think the firewall would have been really valuable for them. But putting in the Rukhan is going to give them more sustain and more ability to kind of control the amount of damages coming out. We'll see. Good Shadow Bolt is going to land. Does not get the Claw of the Wicked, though. X Boomerangs does land, and the barrier is just a little bit too slow. And now Little Master is working on just right-clicking everybody.
Getting a snipe, but the barrier actually goes up perfectly as that happens. They're getting pushed back a bit. Oh, getting pulled in, but just not taking any damage to the consume. Go up a snipe, but the counter. He's pulled in now. He's going to use his R to get out. He's going to try and chase away. But I believe that orb will go to MyCon, prepared to die. We see Ty trying to put pressure on Rainler, but Rainler doing a good job of strafing left and right. Xanox now, his consume is down. I don't know if he's his R up, but he's going to pull in Little Toaster.
Doing really well. I mean, here comes another counter, and he's in an interesting situation. Decides to spend energy on the R rather than his ultimate, and actually uses EX again. And Little Master is not going to have ultimate for a while. Nice Sinister Strike. I think that's going to secure it for MyCon. And Jade ultimate coming out, and Lucy takes a bit of chunk, but counter comes in for the double stun, and again using the R to teleport away.
Oh, an entirely wasted Rukhan ult. Only one landed, not much heal or damage. Kababi getting pulled in, but I don't know if it's going to be much of a threat. He has his Q, pulling in Xanox. Oh, consumed.
Uncle Paul might be in trouble. Has to use the Blast Ball to get away, and Shield makes Little Master so tanky. Will secure the center orb again is MyCon, and that's really helping them sustain.
The orb control of this team between the pull from Rukhan and the snipe from Uncle Paul is just phenomenal. But we do see an ultimate sitting in the works for Uncle Paul, just cooking, waiting to use it, but he wants to be careful of the barriers and the counters. He's going to try and go in and get some initiation. Ty with a lot of help, but we're going to see Rukhan go in. They'll want to try and push through this. The orb is now up. Let's see, we'll get this. There's the snipe. Uncle Paul will grab it.
3 full sticks of butter for each team. And it's going to be, there's a first of it all. Piggy is coming, and there it is. And Rukhan and Jade still not have spent their ultimate. I think they're looking to connect on Godolph, and here it comes. The barrier is good for 2 of the shots, but so low, Godolph needs to use a Petrify. Little Master is going to break that. The betrayal. Oh no, they're trying to cross kill on Randler. The counter gets wasted, and now Kababi is trying to do what he can, but the barrier is up. Little Master gets tornadoed up, and will have his ultimate ready to go. They make the cross kill. Here comes the ultimate. There's one hit.
The immaterial. The immaterial saved them from the damage, and now we're going to see Ty alone.
Watch out!
Oh,
nice consume
on the X Boomerang. She might be able to pull this off.
The dodge!
She dodged everything, both M2s, but now, oh, will she get the orb? I think she did. She did.
Piggy!
She snagged the orb. Now she has the ultimate. Uncle Paul now in a threatening place. He is stealth, but not invulnerable.
Oh, double silence! Oh, nice. Nicely done by MyCon to keep focused in that situation. Make sure that the Jade was protected, uses the stealth well, and the important thing was stealthed up and made sure that she did not give away anything about her positioning, because knew that surviving was the most important thing, and then landing the disabling shot into the Claw of the Wicked, into the charged weapon silence. That was so important for them closing out that round. So close. It's very, very close.
It seems that this slight change in champ picks has put them in a better place. I think Xanax might be able to just take a little more damage to the face on like Freya. Potentially, Freya has to use a lot of iframes to mitigate damage, where we have the absorb and the spacebar iframes.
The good stuff to open things out.
Plus some good range M2s. We're going to see a snipe. Oh, I don't know if Little Toaster has his counter up, but he did a good job of not pulling it. Just getting out of the M2. Ty doing a great job of pushing people back. Oh, the immaterial, perfect veil, but just pushed away the orb too far.
Oh, but they still get it. Rukan coming in with the Sinister Strike is able to get the last bit of damage needed to secure the orb. But now Uncle Paul is actually blast vaulting in, and that might be really, really aggressive. We'll see if it turns around to bite them in the backside.
Oh, Uncle Paul taking a lot of damage from Ty, but Ty in a place where she doesn't have much support.
Piggy is coming.
Though she's got the shield, she's going to deal as much as she can to Randler. She's going to look back down, all three of them going down. God, even with his ultimate.
Whoa, watch out, Xanox, a double stun. Has to use the EX stealth.
Another Veil. Little Toaster might go down. The orb will get given to one of them.
Little Master has
what a snipe.
He has the ultimate ready, but is going to use a teleport, and that's probably safe. Ty's being pulled in. Nice. Uses the tornado to push him back, and then the Sinister Strike comes in, but not quite in range. Shadow Bolt comes out, will tag Kababi, but I don't think it's enough damage to really threaten him.
Oh, the range game would go in favor of MyCon, but they're actually going to take a good bit of damage. The stealth snipe's going to come up.
Nice push.
Oh, the counter, though. She doesn't get out of the actual hit, so she does get the debuff, but she's able to stay at a range just in time. Little Master, no more counter for him. We're going to see Rakan go in, but he has no support. This could be dangerous. They're surrounding him. Another counter from Little Toaster. Rakan so close. Will it get taken down?
The crippling goo is going to push Xanox away, and they're pushing positioning. I think that MyCon Prepare to Die might be looking to make a kill happen. They're going to get center orb, and positioning is really troublesome for MyCon. Taya going to space him out. There's no way that they can get through this choke.
Oh my, just in time. That would have spelled the end for her. The stun followed by an M1 may have taken her out, especially with Heist.
This is going to be super hard. I think they need to use some teleports or come around the flank as Xanox is doing, because if they're just coming from one direction, it's going to be too easy.
Couldn't grab the orb. Another orb goes to MyCon. Prepare to die.
Watch out, Xanox. The ultimate might be coming.
The ultimate from Rakan. He might try and go blast through the wall. That's the first one, but the second one gets blast vaulted over.
Needs to be careful. There's no... nice, the tornado will get him out of there, but Godolph is being pressured.
Just missing the snipe, though. That might have been it for Little Toaster. Getting pulled out, though.
Piggy is coming, and Jade goes down, and now they're turning on the Randler. Little Master is able to close it out on Rukan and cleaning up the field. What a way to post up and just take them down. Battleship.
That was uncomfortably long.
It was really, I mean, Rukan Lucy is always a very sustainable composition, but they could not buy themselves back into the center of the map. And then after a certain point, Kababi just pushes the orb away, Godolph just pushes the orb away, and there's no way you can get the resource at max health advantage. I mean, the last 3 or 4 orbs went to MyCon Prepare to Die, and what are you going to do? Are you going to jump in? The instant you jump in, you either isolate yourself or you take huge amounts of damage trying to trade out against a composition that has things like counters, teleports, shields, tornadoes, iframes, everything.
Just keep listing stuff.
Just left clicks, right clicks, X boomerang,
Q's,
stuns,
E's, F's, R's, shift things.
all the stuff. Nice snipe.
Trying to get a little bit of the pulse. Oh, Little Master might have tried to use his counter. I don't know if it's down. He gets the silence, though. Now he's pulled in, but not taking much damage anyways. No max down, getting good support from his Lucy. Did that go through? I believe it did. We're going to see MyCon get that orb now. Almost 3 ultimates.
Watch out, Randler.
Channeled up. Godolph getting pushed back, but now good job on Rakan to try and turn the pressure on. The panic on Little Toaster.
Oh, Little Master's doing so much damage right now. Nice dodge from the ultimate, but I think that's going to put Rakan in an awkward spot, and Little Master is putting damage onto him. Healing is going to get really, really disorganized, and Randler is having a hard time. Oh no! Piggy is coming for you, and Jade had to ult to get that orb, and that's going to be a good grab for them. And Rakan has the ultimate available, but I don't know. They need to restabilize here, because I think that MyCon Prepare to Die is on the verge of doing a lot of damage. Crippling Goo goes down, and that's going to separate the team again. I
was going to say a lot from a Rakan ult could generally really shut down an entire team. We're going to see them maybe go for who's going to get this. We see an ultimate and the X boomerang. It will go to MyCon Prepare to Die. The panic, though, they're going to group back up. We're going to see Uncle Paul having to stay in the backline, though, low on health. Same with Little Master and Godolph. They don't want to take any spare damage if they can. The deadly inject, but the counter. They're going to jump away from him, though. He puts himself in a scary place. He's going to R back in. Now orb control center taken by Prepare to Die. Nice. He's going to get this orb. They might just snag it. Right click, followed by X Boomerang. Good combo. Both of them, they now have their ultimates.
All get silenced up while the consume was up, and again we see ourselves in a situation where Little Master, Godolph, and Kababi are just posted up in the middle. You cannot come into our territory, relegating MyCon to the sides of the map and just scurrying away. The Little Master, look at how high their health levels are, and they have so much better as well. The double panic and another orb goes there. This situation is just looking worse and worse and worse for MyCon.
They're just slowly building max health. They built 60 max health over the last 2 orbs, but now we're going to see Xanox taking some pressure. Look at this. Little Toaster just standing there. He doesn't seem to care, man. Oh, no, the tornado plus the R. There's some wasted movement. This might be difficult. We're going to see the silence on Railer. The stealth Jade up top. No one knows where Jade is. We're going to see. Oh, no, there's the counter, but he's been pulled into a scary place. Silence! Oh, no! Varash, he might be supported.
Oh, the crippling goo. The map is closing in. Run, Red.
Oh, the triple.
Oh, the X boomerang! Just mulching them.
Oh, but now we're going to see a Rakan ultimate taking Godolph down and just dealing with enough. Push back out, though. The Darkness will concede. Rakan, every single round, going to, like, the very end.
I got to see to players what happens normally only to dummies, where the Vortex comes in, absorbs all 3 of the members on the enemy team, and the X Boomerang just smacks them right at that intersect spot. Mulched.
Absolutely mulched. MyCon, prepare to die, might finally come true with the dream they've been trying to do for weeks in the BattleRekt tournament and take down MyConviction, Keepo!
That was their goal. And now they're about to achieve it. Are they going to choke? We'll see. It seems pretty tough to push past Varesh, Taya, and Lucy. And Little Master is doing so well right now in combination with Kababi assisting on offense and Godolph just making sure that they're cycling barriers, fearing out opponents, and using the Clarity Potion at key moments. There's a big counter from Little Master. He's going to use a teleport to silence up Uncle Paul.
The double debuff, check it out, it's on 2 of the enemies.
Prepare to die gets the orb.
Oh, but Little Master taking the snipe as soon as he counters through. Oh, and silence and deadly injected. He's going to get buried and pushed. Oh, this might be the end for him. He will go down. The 2v3.
The charged weapon swing to silence up Little Master, and the snipe coming in at just the right time. That was exactly what they needed to burst down Varesh. And now MyCon answers back, and they might tie up this round 2-2. This is getting really close.
Eureka!
Eureka. Getting really, really close. The pressure onto Little Master was insane there, and I think the counters worked against them. We talked about it where the counters can actually hurt Varesh because it puts him so far into the field of his opponent's side. Had to spend cooldowns to get out, and I don't think he just had either didn't have the meter or didn't have the cooldown to use his R teleport to get away. The tornado wasn't enough.
The amount of round 5 map 3s we've seen so far today. Phenom!
Too many!
Phenomenal. And this is it, folks. Whoever takes this will go to the finals and win some money. No matter where they end up, they'll be in 1st or 2nd place. But now we're going to see them try and go down on Varesh. They know he's a big threat. Those debuffs really have done a lot for them so far. But we're going to see the double debuff plus the counter. Oh, 2 of them double debuffs. A lot of damage reduced now.
The synergy BattleRekt is activated on Little Master, and so Uncle Paul is going to have a hard time dueling out against Little Master. But we'll see. Doing pretty well so far with the assistance of Randler.
Toaster.
Oh no, and the Shadow Bolt gets swift rolled away. Pressure coming out on the top side of the map. Tile on the Piggy. Will do a good amount of damage. Man, he lands 3 big ones, and EX Stealth has to be spent. In goes Little Master. Gonna use the R teleport to get away. Now the Rakan ultimate is popped. Losing a ton of health though. The X Boomerangs is gonna stun up a little bit. Fear gets put onto Uncle Paul. There's the snipe off the Panic Flash. The health levels are getting really, really low right now, and Kababi might need a little bit of assistance.
Taya's all alone.
Crippling Goo on 2. The ultimate comes out, but it's going to win.
Ultimate from Varus, but he just got behind Uncle Paul. Little Toaster now. Look at where he's stuck. He can't get out of this corner. He has no more mobility, no energy. He can't use his R's. He needs help. He needs serious help. He just got enough energy.
Wow.
Godolph.
Double barrier. He got the shield, got the barrier, and then finally the teleport. Oh! Taya took a ton of damage there. Disabling shot into the snipe. Crippling Goo on top.
In the corner, but he's sitting in the ultimate. Rakan!
Oh no!
Oh my god, Rakan gets out!
The double counter! The shield is up!
Varesh, as soon as his shield's down, he has like no health!
What?
Lucy goes down! Piggy! Piggy!
Piggy closes it out! MyCon, prepare to die!
Prepare to die!
Finishes the contract, takes them out.
I hope they don't give up now because they've done what they want, and with a freaking awesome comp.
Such good control.
Oh my.
Who would have ever known? We have shield, we have barrier, we have tornado, and we have the R ability on Varesh to be able to get him out of dangerous situations, and he was at that much health for so long, and just throwing those cooldowns up back to back was enough to get him out of that scenario. Like 3 separate times in just that last minute of that match.
For the longest time, we saw Rakan just being completely ignored. He was just staying in there.